Hey guys, how's it going? Electron Man. Well, we got a little different project we're going to do here today. Actually, I found me a external speaker out on the interwebs, and for my FT991A, and I want to go ahead and try it out. I love the FT991A, but it's got that little speaker, and I've kind of got it on a shelf, and I just think a front firing nice ham radio grade speaker might really enhance it. In fact, I'll do a review on that speaker once I get it wired up. But anyway, I thought if you don't know how, I'm gonna go ahead and show you. It's hard to find just a mono plug with a single RCA like you would need for a standard like FT991A external speaker. But everything you find is like it'll have red and black or red and white. And it's a stereo plug. So anyway, what you need to do, and I'll give you the links, is you need a mono plug, which is you'll know a mono plug by it's only got a hot tip and a ground. It's just two wires, just like a speaker. It only needs two wires. So like the FT911A and probably about every other ham radio I know of, it uses a mono plug like this. So you wanna get these, and I'll send you a link for that. And of course, it's got a shield here, but the rest of it's pretty self-explanatory. But I'll go ahead and kind of make one on here on just to kind of show you. Basically, of course, I pulled the shielding off of it, and it's got this is the band around here. That is the ground side, and the little terminal in the center there, that will be your positive side. So the tip is always positive, at least most of the time. Even if it wasn't, it should still work. But I always wire it as tip hot. So I got I got a little, probably 1 meter, 3 foot worth of speaker wire here that I'm going to go ahead and make this with. 3 foot should cover what I need. Go ahead and strip this back here. And we're going to go ahead and just wire it up real quick here. And basically the way we're going to do that is go ahead and strip back some wire. Get this guy hooked here. This is going to be the hardest of them to do. Go ahead and, I don't know, hopefully you can get a good view of this. Hopefully my hands aren't too wet much in the way. But anyway, there's a little hole to run the wire through on this plug that I bought. I'm just trying to get it through there so I can get it set it to where I can solder it. So as you can see, I just have it run through that hole. Now basically all I need to do is do a little quick solder on it. Just like that. Got the hot side done. And as you can see, there's a little hole on the back side there too. On the ground side, I'll do the same thing. I'm going to strip this back. Like so. Twist the wire so I can run it through the hole, and then I'm just going to run that through the hole. There. I'm going to fold it over. Now a lot of guys they'll put both wires through. I only put the ground side through because I've seen over a period of time to where if you do, I'm talking about fold over. So you got this little open here. We're going to fold that over to secure the wire. But don't do both of them. Only do the negative, because I have seen after a period of time, moving around and stuff, that it'll end up eating into the hot side and create a short. So my suggestion is only do the ground side there. And let's see if these will. Shouldn't be real hard to bend over, but basically, hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just bending this over. Like so. See, there's my wire hanging out the back here. Now what I'm going to do is the same thing, is I'm just going to solder it up. Here. Right here, just like that. Let it cool off, and there you go. As you can see, both of them are soldered up. And I always do striped as neutral, so I used on this. This has a stripe on it, so I did stripe as neutral. By the way, you always want to make sure and have your cover on it. Since this is a black piece of wire, I could just go from the other end, but luckily, I don't know how many times I put one of these connectors together and then forgot to put the case on it, and then you have to go back and unsolder it and put the case on it. But this particular case, I'm lucky because I have a wire that I could just slide it on. Then I'm just going to take this and twist it on there, and there's the end that plugs into the radio. We're all down there. And then we're going to go ahead and do the other end, which on this particular one, it's an RCA. Sometimes it'll be another mono plug like this, so you might do another end like this. But on the external speaker I got, it uses an RCA. So these are just some generic RCA ones that I bought. I can send you a link for this too, which they're a little bit more of a trick. There's probably some nicer ones out there, but I bought those in bulk and they were real reasonable and they work great. Just gotta know what you're doing when you wire it. Go ahead. Whoa, a little spin going there. And basically this is the same idea. Okay, I know the stripe was my neutral, so I'm gonna run this through. I want to put some heat shrink on this. You know, I might want to put a little heat shrink. Go ahead and cut a little piece here. Just to make it look pretty. Not really a requirement, but why not? I got the heat shrink setting right here. I didn't do a very good job of cutting that off though. Clean that up. So I'll go ahead and put this heat shrink on here first because it doesn't have a shield. Like I said, those were just bulk plugs, so it didn't really have a shield, so that'll be my shield. Not that it would probably short out or anything, but it doesn't hurt to have it. And then on this one here, of course, you have your center like you would on anything else. And like I said, my stripe is my ground, so I know where I'm at there. Now on this particular one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fold her over like that. I got about half in and half out, and I just fold her over like this. Oh, come on, work with me here, little guy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to solder in that hole and fill that hole in, and at the same time solder it to the connector. It's the best way I found to do it anyway, and then I'll clip off the extra. You want to get the heat transfer on this, so it might take a minute or so to get this to soak in there, but actually once we see it flow in the hole, oh shoot, I moved it. I don't want a cold joint there. But as you can see, we saw it flow into the hole. A little bit more in there. Just like that. And that'll do the center part, the positive of the speaker. Let it cool off for just a second, and then I'll just trim her clean. Just like that. So you get a pretty little, you know, I'm good and soldered in there. Now all we gotta do is solder up the ground. And on this one, basically what I do is just gonna go around the corner here. Actually cut a little length off of here since it doesn't need it. And then strip back some wire. Like so. Go and get her my little holder here. Actually, I need to strip off a little bit more. And then we're just going to wrap her around here. Like so. And then I think I'm gonna need some more solder. I'm around solder there. Try some of this new stuff I just picked up off of Amazon. It was reasonably priced. It's 60/40. Pretty standard stuff, rosin core. This is probably the trickiest one of them all to do. And just like that. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and same thing on this one is I'll just trim my excess off. Just like so. You can see solder around the shield there, soldered inside there. Then I got my little piece of heat shrink here. Which should fit on there perfect, I'm thinking. And then I'll just hit it with some heat here. Why are you wanting to fall over me? Usually you're the best little thing I had a little second here. Just do a little heat shrink in here. Like so. Voila. We now have one external speaker connector for an external speaker for an FT991A or about any other amateur radio or about anything that uses a mono plug to an RCA. And yeah, I went looking and I couldn't even find one. I'm sure they're out there, but you know, I probably got a whole $1 in this or two by buying it separate. And what did it take me? 10 minutes to do it at that. Anyway, guys, hopefully this is an instructional video for you and to help you out if you were looking to do this. I don't know how many are, but I had to do it, and I thought, heck, I'll go ahead and do a video on it. Have a great day. This is Electron Man. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you know when the next cool info or review video I have coming out.